Hey everyone， 我是麦克老师。我今天在 Minneapolis 城市现场，我们去看一看那个暴乱的地方是一个月后怎么样子的。Yeah, I just got back to my home state, where I grew up, and I want to see what the deal is. After George Floyd was murdered, there was weeks of rioting and looting. Lots of destruction, lots of protesting too, lots of peaceful protesting. And I heard there was a protest last week. So yeah, I'm just starting to come into town here. I can already see a few places closed. I thought some businesses were starting to open, but I can see a pizza place here with wood over its windows. They must have broke all the windows there. I know some businesses have started to reopen, but I just wanted to see for myself what it looks like 1 month later. It's about 9 in the morning, so I don't anticipate there being a lot of protests or anything. I think it pretty much ended last week, but who knows? Just gonna drive around and maybe get out and have a look. Looking at the houses here, driving through the city, and I don't see any damage to the residential houses. However, I know that there was at least 1,000 properties damaged. I'm guessing most of those were businesses, things like that. So I'm actually gonna drive by the place where George Floyd was killed. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot more businesses with wood boards over the windows. They must have just all gotten destroyed. It says the road ahead is closed, so I'm guessing the whole area is still closed off, probably due to lots of protests and whatnot. Maybe we'll get out and just walk around a little bit. So there's a big tribute here. We're gonna go have a look. Lots of flowers and stuff out. Yeah, so it's a pretty somber feeling knowing like what happened here. So you can see they got the whole road blocked off here. George Floyd Avenue. Maybe they want to rename this road George Floyd Avenue. BLM, of course, is Black Lives Matter.
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Would you like some hand sanitizer and or a mask?
I have a mask, but some hand sanitizer would be great. Thank you.
We just ask that you remember it's a healing in a sacred space. So
Okay.
Just be respectful and
I will.
maybe no selfies.
No selfies? Okay.
We just suggest just because it makes it more about you than it does the
Good point.
feeling and the grief that is happening in this community.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. Okay, thank you. Okay, so they've just asked me not to shoot myself in it, which I agree. That's a good idea. Don't want to make this about me, but you can see all these signs. We love you, George. No justice, no peace. Oh man, I don't know. This feels, I don't know, like holy ground. I'm not sure. It's kind of weird. Here's the mural they painted for him. Sad to see. He was arrested outside the store here. Heal, invest, uplift our community. Abolish police. George Floyd matters. It's a big tribute here in the middle of the intersection. That's where he was murdered. There's a lot of things set up there. J4G, Justice for George, I'm guessing that means. Rest in power. Gas station sign says George Floyd Square. Someone cut the Black Lives Matter logo out of wood so people could write on it. They renamed the sign George Floyd Square. Gas station has seen better days, but it's, the site of something that set waves across the world. Say his name, George Floyd. Actually, some really beautiful graffiti art here. I don't feel like I should say too much. Just kind of show you guys around. BLM. No justice, no peace. Rest in power. Some common themes. Maybe even planted a garden for him. George lives here. Racism is a pandemic too. All these names here are black people that have been killed by the police over the years. So you can see right at top, Justice for George Floyd. Jamar Clark, Philando Castile, also from Minnesota. Tamir Rice, Eric Garner, Sandra Bland, Ahmaud Arbery. Ahmaud Arbery would just happen a couple months ago, and I think those guys that killed him already got convicted there in jail, in prison. For a lot of these people, I don't know all their stories, but I'm sure there's a lot of injustice too. It's a lot of names. This is really beautiful here. Some really talented artists came and did this. We got medic stations set up for anybody gets hurt during the protests, or if their riding breaks out, or who knows what. She's still painting the names. You changed the world, George. Someone set up some chalkboards here so you could come and write your own message. You can see this is the area he was murdered, and crazy to think what went on here a month ago and why it even happened at all. Should never have happened. So right next to where he was killed, it's actually a bus stop, and it says, "Buses do not stop here. Effective. Now. Reason. Other." Somebody crossed it out and put reason George Floyd. I don't know for sure, but this looks like a very official sign. It's calling this George Floyd Square now. And I hope so. I hope this becomes a permanent memorial. Right now it's not super permanent. People here praying and paying their respects to George. And you know, a lot of people have been saying like, well, he was a criminal, he committed a crime and this and that, and which, okay, whatever. Reality is, it doesn't matter what he did. No one deserves to be murdered like that, especially by the police in public. I mean, are you kidding? It's crazy. And police brutality. I agree. And all brutality. So I just walked out of the closed area, and I don't know what to say or how to feel. It's a very humbling place to be. See all the love and aggression kind of at the same time. Strange feeling, but I'm very sad as well. I'm glad I came just to see, and hope I can help in any way by sharing this video. And again, as those girls said, this is not about me or anyone, and if you go visit, I think that's a good thing to keep in mind. It's about him, it's about police brutality. I'm gonna go drive around and just see what else has been going on in Minneapolis. I was just driving along, I thought I'd kind of walk on this street too. You can see a lot of these businesses here are boarded up, they're closed. So, not much they can do as far as reopening. Well, this one says it is open. It just hasn't got the windows replaced yet. So this whole street, this whole block that I'm on here, I don't know about the other blocks. I can see boards up there. I can see the gas station over there. I mean, you can see here, the whole thing, everything has boards on it. It looks like people are getting back to business. However, I don't know if people are gonna come into some of these stores in the condition they're in. So I'm gonna drive around a little bit more and see what we can discover, I guess. Wow, look at that store. This store is totally it's a liquor store. It's totally gutted and empty from the fires. That's pretty crazy. This one they've already demolished. I don't know what was there before, but you can look down this whole street and it's just all burnt. Everything on the whole street. And the other side of the road too. Everything's boarded up. Oh man, look at this place. It's totally burnt, totally gutted. I can't breathe. Justice for George in Spanish. Well, some businesses are open even though they don't have windows. I was trying to go by the police station. I passed it. It must have been one of those buildings that was just totally gone. They just removed it. This was the police station right here. It's all torn down now. Here's what the Target looks like now. It's all closed off. Can't really get in. Just a bunch of construction work going on. I guess this is the wall they painted from my previous video, which was all graffiti. If you remember the free hugs guy, Ken, that's what they did. They covered it with a gray primer so they could get the bad language and gang signs off. But this is gonna be a while before this reopens again. I don't know what to say, I don't know what to think. It's pretty crazy to see the state where I grew up kind of look like this. Anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. Everybody can fight for positive changes. Everybody can unite. I just had to come see it for myself, and I wanted to show you guys in China what I'm experiencing, what I'm feeling, what I'm seeing. I don't know what to say. You guys can infer what you want from what you saw in this video. And see you in the next one. I hope it'll be a much more positive video, but I just kind of felt like I had to share this with everybody. So until next time, 我是麦克老师，下次再见。